Hey guys, welcome back to AfriFarmer, and today we're going to learn how to assemble an egg incubator with a capacity of 56 eggs. And obviously the end result will be we want to see can we actually even be able to hatch the chicks. By the way, which one came first? Is it the egg or is it the chick? Now, I don't have the chick, bring the chick. Which one came first? Now we need to see what's inside the box, and as you can be able to see, this is our box we just opened, and that is what comes with our egg incubator box. So obviously the first thing is we have these equipment right here. They are actually baby drinkers. They are really cute, as you can be able to see. And then we also have a little bit. This seems like a feeder, and you can be able to see how cute also this one looks like. And the next thing, it also comes with the charger. This is what you use to connect to power. You see right there. And also you can be able to see it. That's the first cord you get. Then we also have another cord that's for solar, because I was able to know because of these tips right here. This in case you want to use solar power instead of electricity. Then we also have two boxes right here. We have this, and these I'll be showing you. It's used for watering. Well, also this one we need to figure out what it's used for. I have no idea. And other than that, we also have a manual right there, as you can be able to see it. We'll need to read it to understand how we'll be able to operate our egg incubator. Now, lastly, it's these cords right here, as I can be able to see them, and I'm going to show you how they actually used, and you'll need to put them out there. And last bit inside is the tray. Now this is it. This is what actually you use from day 20. As I was doing research, I realized you tend to use this, it's called a nesting tray, and you use it from day 20 or from day 19 all the way to day 21, and it's actually inside. And you can be able now to see that's our inside of our egg incubator. So the first thing we need to do is we need to, you see, can be able to see this kind of rollers here. We need to put them in, and we are going to just put them. There are some spaces, so it's easily understandable how to put. So on this other side, there's a manual roller here. Let me try to tilt it for you guys. You see right, okay, you can be able to see it right there. So for this one, and you can see the difference. So you can see the difference for this one of it has to go in there. You see that? Well, if you can be able to see on this other end, this one just dropped perfectly into this roller. So I think it's the kind of automation. So I'm going to repeat the same for others here. So the others will follow. So I'm actually done, and you see how that one looks inside. It's quite well, and obviously I've managed to make sure at least this what do you call, this switch is actually outside one of the rollers. I'm going to show you the importance. However, there is also something you need to know, is how to control the humidity. So as you can be able to see, our rollers are all set and they are good. Now, there's one thing which is right here. You see? Let me just remove. You see right there, you can either put in some water, which I use to control the humidity, or when you need to add more, you'll be using, there is, this is a sub-molter, but then there's also that tiny little opening right there. And I've actually came to understand you use this bottle right here. So what you do is you fill in the water, and then you bring the bottle. You see how it fits, and then you are able to put in and squeeze gently, and the water goes in. And to understand further, you see it just falls into the tray. It's my understanding you can use two, and the range for humidity is between 45 to 70 to 60% during the first few days. The next phase is to put in our eggs. But before we do that, we need to ensure that we are also going to be well prepared for the humidity. And now this is where we're going to use in the what I showed you guys right here, and we're going to put it in here. You can have like two bottles of these, and as you can be able to see, is it's already enough, but we can just put one because we are just starting out, and that is okay. So later on, you'll be using this as I shown you on this other end, and you're good. So that's set. I have actually just remembered something. Before we even set the eggs, someone might ask maybe this question: what is this used? What is this used for? This is actually a hatching tray, and what you do is mostly you usually replace the rollers, which you can see inside there when it's almost too hot. So how do we do this? Let me just show you. Let me show you how you put. It's usually placed inside. You remove the eggs when they are actually about to hatch. Let me show you by example, and then we continue with our journey of setting up our egg incubator. I just want to do something quite fast. Let's assume at this moment you have these eggs right here, which I'm going to show you how to arrange them. And they are there, right? So, and I want us to assume that these eggs are actually ready for hatching. So what you do is you need to come and remove them right there, as you can be able to see. And then you'll also need to remove all these, we are just going to do it fast. You remove all these rollers out and put them aside. And this is usually between day 19 to day 20, because that's when the chicks are about to hatch within the 21st day, that's 21. So you bring in your tray, or what you call your hatching tray right here, and you're actually going to place it inside here. I don't know if you guys now can be able to see. So your chicks will be up there. That is once you place your hatching tray, and you guys, I can zoom in, you can be able to see how it fits in. Then you're going now to pick your eggs, which we assume they are in day 18 or 19, and you're actually going to place your eggs inside. And you can now be able to see that these eggs will be ready for hatching in the next 1 or 2 days. This is essential because if these eggs were placed inside the roller, and I'll give you a good example side by side, but we usually remove it sometimes because you'll need it to, I'll just take them back because you'll need it to turn. Now, I just want you to imagine that your eggs were hatched in these conditions. What will happen is most of your chicks might end up damaging themselves. That is, they will either go, their legs will be stuck down there, and this can actually cause that problem. And that's why it's essential from day 19th you are able to remove the rollers and then you replace it with the trays. I hope that's now paramount. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to arrange my rollers again. This time I'll just leave the trays because I was actually just checking to see if it's turning, if it can actually, and then I realized it actually doesn't. So let's see how this one goes. We have the eggs right there, and of course this has been fixed. Now we also need to understand what actually is. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is actually a sensor, a temperature sensor and a humidity sensor. And as you can also be able to see, this is a fan which regulates the temperatures inside the egg incubator. Our egg incubator is actually a smart incubator, which means all the conditions inside here, they are all computerized controlled. So obviously outside you'll be seeing these computer monitor here, ideally, to showcase the temperature, humidity, and of course the turning. Well, right here you can be able to see we have another external connector, and you're going to connect it with this connector right here, and it's actually used for motorized turning. You see, let me zoom in. You see right here, this is whereby it can be able to turn, and it's all connected to, you can see the little motor here. So once you press a button or once you set a setting, then it sends the signal to the motor, and the motor is now able now to turn the eggs slowly. Now, without wasting time, now let's get to set some of the conditions, and then later on we put in the eggs and we can start our own incubation. Now, what you do is you can go ahead and connect the connectors right here. As you can be able to see, they actually sync quite well. Now, we are going to close our egg incubator, and they are well connected, and we are going now to shut it off. And as you can be able to see, you bring either side. It can be on this side, or even maybe you can as well also shut it off that way. So the next thing we'll need is this cable. You can be able to see it right there. So you will need to, well, untie it. So once you untie it, this one goes right here. Is there. So it's well connected. You can pull it in and pull it out. Well, now these, I'm going to connect it to power, and you'll see the magic happening. So I'm going now. I've connected it right there, and I'm going to connect the power right there. Let's go. And the magic happened. You see? So already it has actually started to run, and you can be able to see these our temperatures right there. That is 31.9 degrees Celsius. Then this button right here is actually, this is for the temperature, then this is for turning the eggs, while this one it's like an alarm. Possibly the temperature is either too high or maybe the humidity is too low. Well, this one, it's this here, it's the light which is used to check the eggs, and it's actually right here. During the nighttime is when you can actually use this. And how do you use this? You can actually pick an egg right there, you place it there, you tend to check how the egg, if there's development of the young chick, or maybe we can now call it the fetus. And how you do that, you turn this on. You see, you can turn it on, but now it's mostly it's better when it's dark, so that you can see the grow most in the evening. And yeah, if the egg is turned on, you can come and see this lighting. But if I turn this off, you can see is actually off. Then this it means that some of the humidity needs to be set. Well, this is a setting mechanism. And someone might ask, how then can I change for example, let's remove this one, doesn't crack. How can you change the parameters? Assuming, for example, you don't want them to be 38 degrees Celsius, or maybe the humidity, you want it to be lower, and then obviously the sensor to sense if it goes past that. So you usually come to this button right here. It's actually known as set. You can place it. If you want to change for the temperatures, you can see it's actually blinking. You can either, let's say, you can either add, and if you see adding is actually coming to 38, but since the parameters were set, I don't want to change it. I'll just take it down to the negative side. I can actually change it to 37.8 degrees Celsius, and I can place it back. Then this one, it gives me the humidity. If I want to increase the humidity, I can actually either add it, how many times, every time I place the button, then the numbers goes up, or if I reduce it, the number goes down by 1 unit. So I want to change it back to where it was, and that was on 60 RH, that is the temperature, the humidity level. And I'll press the set button, and then I'll be back. It will take us back. So we have our set temperature right there. Of course, the humidity is a bit high, but we are going to set the remote for that. So you can place as much eggs that 55, that was the number. So I'll just put them from one side, which is bigger, facing the other side. But also something else which maybe I did not note, you need to note is you can actually you need to label your eggs so that at least you don't you can be able to know which side they are either turned or if they are not turned. We have actually now finalized, and we have placed our insulator up, and there you get it. Our readings are actually picking up the 33 and 69. The cable is right there. It's connected to the power source right here. So for the remaining eggs which are there, I'll be able to now work on these other incubator right there. So ladies and gentlemen, that is how you set your egg incubator. And I also want to say this is really good because it means you can still bring your eggs there late in the night, and as you said, you can actually tend to observe it, but at night works much better. So that is our egg incubator process, and I believe this one has been insightful. So if you like this video, you can give us a thumbs up button, and you can as well subscribe to the channel to support us. So right there we have seen how to set up our egg incubator with a 55 capacity. Well, it's been quite a process, and now what I'll do next is I'll need to mark down in my calendar the date which the process has started, and obviously every day I'll be monitoring the progress. That is just reading the temperatures, the humidity. So remember, we said if the humidity goes beyond or below the certain levels, you can always add the water. Now, this is it, guys. So if you found this video quite insightful, you can give us a thumbs up button, and if you loved it, then you can actually consider subscribing to our YouTube channel, and I will really appreciate it. Before you go, there's an amazing video for you right here, and I believe you are going to like it. So until next time, it's a bye-bye from AfriFarmer. See you in the next one.